destruction, betrayal, death. From the eradication of Kanya to becoming the Abyss Princess, all of these things has followed Lumine on her journey throughout Teyvat. And today, we'll go over everything we know about her journey and do a bit of theorizing. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and let's jump straight into it. Lumine will wake up Teyvat, not knowing where to go. She'll wake up near Kanya and she'll be brought in by the people. The people would accept her and treat her as their own, even make her their princess. But this is where the first part of my theory really begins. You see, some people say that Kanya was destroyed while Lumine was still currently living in it, and this is why she set up on her journey. But I disagree, because when you see Lumine coming back when Kanya is being destroyed, she has the white glow in her armor, the white glow we saw when the siblings both had all of their light powers, or whatever powers they have, back. And we know when Ether woke up, he no longer had this white power because he had lost all of his powers that he had. So it makes sense that Lumine wouldn't have this currently, but for some reason she does, which means she had to go on her journey through the other 5 nations before coming here. So we can expect that Lumine would stay in Kanya for a little bit and eventually set off on her journey through Teyvat alongside Dainsleif. She would regain her powers, going through every nation, possibly doing incredible feats in those nations, just how our traveler as well. She would gain her abilities back and travel with Dainsleif, as we see when they meet the founder of the Abyss. But then that brings up something else. The founder of Abyss was a Kanyan after the destruction of Kanya, and this means that Lumine and Dainsleif had to go on their journey after Kanya's destruction, which means that, unlike the Traveler, Lumine must have never went to sleep in the first place and kept her powers. So, Kanya was destroyed. Lumine and Dainsleif would then set out on their journey throughout Teyvat. They would go through Mondstadt, Sumeru, where they would eventually meet the Abyss Princess. Theater. Chances are their journey would continue as normal. They would go to Fontaine, Nadlin, and then eventually set Naya, where something must be revealed to Naya about Dainsleif. This is probably where Lumine and Dainsleif would fall out and both go their separate ways. So Lumine would probably go back to Sumeru and become the Abyss Princess. Eventually the Abyss would probably spread all across Teyvat. Possibly the Abyss would set up their base somewhere else, where they can control and manipulate all the 5 nations of Teyvat. Lumine will continue growing her power, becoming stronger and stronger. She also would get this abyssal power to go alongside her light power that I assume she never lost in the first place. It seems like Lumine must have never went to sleep at all, and must have immediately went to Teyvat, where she gained her powers and went to Kanya. Now, why does she do this? Well, it's to defeat Celestia, of course, but why? It seems that Lumine has gained a certain connection to Teyvat. Either, if you didn't know already, he really only wants to leave Teyvat and find a new homeworld. The whole reason he is journeying across Teyvat is to gain his powers to eventually go home. But Lumine doesn't want to leave. She's sold on staying here, defeating Celestia and the unknown god, and eventually recreating Kanya and curing the Abyssal warriors. But that's another thing. The Abyssal warriors, they seem to like their Abyss powers. Not that it's a curse. They say it's a gift of some type. Could the Abyss possibly destroy Celestia and create a new order, completely take over Teyvat? And this is something that I think could happen. Dainsleif says in the final trailer that tells what's going to happen in that story that they must rescue his sister, or Ether must rescue his sister that Dainsleif has her captured. Could Lumine possibly go through with this plan? Overthrow Celestia, possibly alongside the Fatui, and eventually Dainsleif would have to step in to stop this from happening. Would Ether join the Abyss, join his sibling in overflowing Celestia? Well, I don't know. But that is thinking of where I'm going to end off today's story video. If you're watching this video right now, the chances are high I have 2 other amazing theory videos that you could watch right now. Those videos are: what's going to happen in Genshin Impact after Kanya, and is Paimon actually the primordial one? Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe and like, and I'll see all you guys next time.